Hello, hello. Welcome back to Math Made Possible. I believe I can. I am your current teacher, Miss Howard, and today we're going to be using the fifth grade illustrative math curriculum to review a summary for Unit 3, Lesson 14. We're going to be solving problems by dividing a whole number by a unit fraction. Okay, we're going to start with answering some questions or clearing up some misconceptions that some students had about when should they write a fraction first and when should they write a whole number. So I'm going to clear up the misconception, hopefully clear up the misconception with explaining in a different way. This is how you'll know. First of all, you see one rectangle here and it's represented by the number 1. So it's one whole. But this one whole is partitioned, and it's partitioned into 4 pieces. So that would be 1/4. And let's take a look at this first piece right here. Well, this piece right here has 3 boxes in it. So it is cut into 3 pieces. So that 1/4 is cut into 3 pieces. Maybe that I should type that out for you. So 1/4 is cut into 3 pieces, right? So how many would be represented here? And this is how we would know. Well, we can see that there's 1 shaded here, and that could represent me. So Miss Howard gets 1/3, but I'm not getting 1/3 of the whole pie. No, I'm getting 1/3 of the fourth. Well, how much would that be? Well, if I multiplied 1/3 of the 1/4, that would be, sorry, I'm writing slow here, 1/12. And again, 1 times 1 equals 1, and 3 times 4 equals 12. All right, so let's try this one. So again, we have a rectangle that's one whole, and it's partitioned into 3 parts. So that will be, let's change the color so you can see that. We write down 1/3. But that 1/3 has been cut into 4 pieces. Let's write that down. 1/3 is cut into 4 pieces, right? So we can write that as 1/3 divided by 4. And again, this is me right here. How much will I get of this whole? I will get, I can say 1/4 of, remember, of means multiplication. 1/4 of 1/3. 1/4, this part right here, of this 1/3 will give me the exact amount of maybe a pie that I'll get. 1/4 of 1/3. And that will equal 1 times 1 equals 1, and 4 times 3 equals 12. Okay, so again, boys and girls, think about it like this. This is one whole and it's being sliced up. If you're starting with a fraction, you're not going to get a number that's going to be greater than that fraction. Okay, so you're going to end up with a fraction with that answer. All right, let's review lesson 13, and I wanted to, in my last video, I kept the image like this, and I just wanted to quickly review that as well. It said the red strip will be cut into pieces that are 1/2 foot long, right? How many pieces will there be? And I think the best way to represent this is not by using one singular bar graph with the 1 foot right here, but representing it as 2 separate rectangles. So I'm going to draw 2 separate rectangles so you can definitely see it. And think about it like this. You have two strips of red paper, right? And they're cut into half. And it's asking you, how many pieces will there be? Well, this half goes right here, right? This half goes right here. This half goes right here. And this half goes right here. How many total pieces do you have? You should see that there are 4 total pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 total pieces. And let me also partition that. Okay. Now let's take a look at this one. This strip right here is, again, it's 2 portions. It's 2 strips or 2 feet strips. I'm going to try and make it make my size of my rectangles similar to the one that's at the top, because I want you to see a difference here. Now this says that the green strip will be cut into thirds. Okay. Again, how many pieces will there be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And instead of drawing the rectangles, I'm just going to draw those arrows straight to those numbers. So, and just pretend that those pieces of green strips are being torn apart or cut. Okay. And what I want you to keep in mind here is, as the denominator increases, what happens to the size of our pieces? Well, the denominator is going to tell us how the size of the piece. Is it going to be large? Is it going to be small? And as you can see, looking at these two images, the first image size pieces are larger than the second, or the 1/3. The 1/2 pieces are larger than the 1/3 pieces. Okay. All right, let's take a look at our lesson for today, which is lesson 14. And let us write. Okay, now let's go ahead and begin by writing our, we have 3 divided by 1/4. And oops, hold on. So we have 3 divided by 1/4. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw 3 groups. So I want you to think about it like that. 3 groups. Don't draw them like one rectangle, like the book showed you. Separate it so that you can see. Now it's dividing one of those those groups into 1/4. And this again, this is asking you how many pieces will you have? How many pieces will you have? So I'll go ahead and partition all of my boxes. And we understand this to be 1, 2, 3, 4 in this box. So we have 4 right here and 4 right here and 4 right here. Yes, you can do repeated addition, or you can also say, how many pieces will you have? You could also say 3 times 4. And we know that 3 times 4, that equals 12. Because there's 3 groups of 4. Forgive my writing, this tool. I tell you, one day I'm really gonna get a hang of this. All right, here we go. Next one, we have four. Again, it's four holes. So separate them. It's easier for you to see it if you separate it. Now we're gonna have four groups of fourths. And I'm going to partition them into fourths. Again, each of them is four. So we have how many pieces? We'll have four times four in each. And that's going to give me an answer of 16. Now let's do the same thing that we did before in our previous lesson, which was take a look at those size of those pieces. The difference here is the first one, the size is larger than the second one. Actually, no, they're the same size. Forgive me. They're the same. They're the same size, but what we did was we increased our value or our quotient because we added another group of fourths. Forgive my mistake. All right, let's draw this one out. This one, we're going to draw our box separately again. These are some wacky looking boxes. Now we're going to partition it into a half. What I also said to my students is imagine you have three pieces of paper, right? And you tear that paper in half. How many pieces will you have? And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can also say that you have three groups of 2. And we know that the word of means multiplication. So 3 groups of 2 equals 6. And each of these has 1/2. Let's draw this one out real quick. So we have 3 groups of 1/3. Partition it out. Each group has 1/3. Okay. Again, if you had 3 pieces of paper and you rip them into 3 pieces, how many will you have? Well, you'll have 3 groups of 3, and that equals 9. Always remember that the word of, whenever we're saying um, of in a fraction, that is going to tell you that you're going to multiply. Okay. Now let's talk about some times when you'll see something from lesson 13 and 14, because lesson 13 and 14 is pretty much the same thing, dividing a whole number divided by a fraction. This one is when we are going to be talking about, you have to give an answer such as the serving size. So let's write that down. Lessons 13 and 14 have to do with how many servings, how many portions, how many bags. Okay, and then the lesson 12 has to do with how much, such as how much person number 1 will get, how much maybe person number 1 we'll get of 1 whole. Okay. So lesson 13 and 14 has to do with things like servings, portions, bags. Those are the different things you'll see. And you'll see other words as well. Those are the ones that just came to me just now. All right, I hope this helped you. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch our video. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you again in our next video. Take care.